Are you my new daddy?
No.
Maybe.
Roger Hales here from Ansem, and you know, dating a woman with kids can be very tricky, but it can be also very rewarding because you know they're not going to be a stickler for condoms. Here to teach us how to successfully date a woman with kids is Dr. Joseph Cilona. Joseph, thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
So I've actually never dated a woman with kids, but give me the what's the first thing I should know?
Well, first thing to know is there's more than 10 million of them out there.
Kids?
Single women with kids.
Oh, really?
So it's good to get your tips in order so you know how to deal with them.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fertile ground out there. Didn't mean for that to sound crass. But so take me through some of the steps that I'll have to go through as I bed a mom.
Roger, the first thing you need to remember when dating a woman with kids is that plans can get canceled and change all the time. You need to be ready for that. The kids are always going to come first. Okay, that's the most important thing to remember. Kids are going to come first. They have ballet, they're sick, they're at the nurse's office.
So then the key might be to find one who's a bad parent.
I don't think so.
Now let's talk about the father. Do you ask, hey, who's the kid's dad, or do you just kind of leave it?
I think it's important to ask some questions about the biological father, but definitely don't pry too much. You don't want to go too deep into that. Just, it's a good idea to get a lay of the land and find out what's going on, just so you can be prepared for any potential drama.
I hear that. Save the drama for Osama. Okay, so give me some tips here.
So Roger, if you offer to pay for the babysitter, it's going to show her that you're thoughtful, you're considerate about her having kids.
And how much do babysitters make nowadays?
I think about 13 an hour.
Under the table?
Under the table.
That's more than I make.
Next thing you need to remember, and this is an important one, is that you can't react negatively if the kids don't like you.
What did he say about me?
If you're lucky, you'll get a lukewarm response from the kids. Just expect it, let it roll off you.
So in that case, you'd like warm up to the kid, buy him a beer, something like that.
I wouldn't recommend that.
What do you think, this kid's gonna drink liquor?
Just don't react negatively, like I said. You have to expect it. If you get a lukewarm response in the beginning, that's a good outcome. Another thing that's important to remember, Roger, is don't try too hard to charm them or to make them like you. Most kids are not going to like you in the beginning, and kids these days are pretty savvy about that kind of stuff, and they can see through it.
They know when you're trying to win them over.
Give it a little time.
How long does it take before they kind of start liking you?
Well, that depends on the kid.
Depends, right, okay. Well, thank you, Joseph.
You're welcome, Roger.
I learned a lot. I think I'm ready to go out there and bag a MILF. We will see. And if I could add my own bit of advice to the pot, if you date a woman with kids and you show up at her house, don't immediately start playing with the kids' toys. They get very defensive about that.
They do.
Yeah, this one time I showed up and the guy had an awesome Voltron set, and I love Voltron.